Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about Jahan Dotson and how he has been absolutely torching defensive backs up in OTAs and how he's just been dominating this defense, and we'll talk about some expectations for him in his rookie year. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Also hit that like button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. And I'll also show you guys a clip of Carson Wentz talking about, how Jahan Dotson has looked so far in OTAs. Let's get right into the video. And I have to preface all these OTA videos with, yes, it is just OTA, so it's not like a huge deal, but it's the only football that we have until, preseason and finally the regular season. So it is something. So let us have our fun a little bit right now. But every single media member or content creator or anyone who has been there for the Washington Commanders OTAs, their practice sessions, they have one main takeaway, and that is that Jahan Dotson has been amazing. He's, people say he's a smooth route runner, great catch radius, burning defensive backs. I mean, every single person. I've not heard one bad thing from anyone from Jahan Dotson so far in his time in Washington. And again, yes, it's only been a couple weeks of rookie mini camp and then the last few weeks of OTAs, but I really like what I'm hearing from all these guys, and it gives me some Terry McLaurin vibes from when he was a rookie here. And even just listening to Jahan Dotson speak, he gives you Terry McLaurin vibes. And this is Logan Paulson. He said Jahan Dotson is absolutely dicing people up in OTAs and is nearly uncoverable. And yes, of course, that does not necessarily bode well for our defensive backs, but again, it's just OTAs, and the defense is at a disadvantage, because the defensive ends and D tackles can't really hit the QB, so the QB gets some more time. So that means the receivers get some more time to get open as well. But great news for Jahan Dotson right here. They say Benjamin St. Juste, Logan Paulson said he's been doing a good job. Also have heard good things about him from other guys as well, like John Kine, but some other guys. Same thing right here. But Logan Paulson's quote was Jahan Dotson has been dicing like literally all corners. And Logan Paulson obviously played for Washington and knows his stuff for sure. And then Ethan Cadu from NBC Sports Washington, he said first play of 11's Jahan Dotson leaves Kendall Fuller in the dust on a crossing route. Wentz finds him for the easy completion, and next play Wentz finds tight end Cole Turner. And then he said Wentz finds Dotson again down the right sideline wide open. 11-1 have had a strong connection throughout OTAs thus far. And I'm just trying to show you guys like a bunch of different people, just so you guys can see how many different people are saying the same thing, that Jahan Dotson is looking very good. I showed you guys the tweet a couple days ago from JP Finley, like that Jahan Dotson is looking good, and he's doing this against good corners. Like Kendall Fuller wasn't great the first 5-6 games of the season, but like the second half of the year, he was very good. I think PFF ranked him as one of the better corners in the NFL. I don't know if I would go that far, but he was definitely good in the second half of the season. And Jahan Dotson beating him, a veteran, is very impressive. I don't care what it is, whether it's OTAs or an actual game. I mean, he's not going to be going up against Kendall Fuller, but you know what I mean. And some more stuff right here. Dan Hellie, who isn't really necessarily a Washington fan, but he's a DMV native, he said, and I think he was there for a couple of days, he said, I'll say this again for my Washington friends, Jahan Dotson is as smooth and polished as any wide receiver in the draft. He makes everything look easy. He will make an immediate impact, and he's probably been there for a couple of days because it's open to the media, so more and more guys just praising Jahan Dotson. Here's a couple clips from him in OTAs so far. This was from the other day when the media was there. Just a simple route there over the middle. Sorry, it lagged right there, and he makes a nice catch. Not a great pass by Wentz, I believe, but Jahan Dotson makes a nice adjustment on the ball and is able to come down with the catch. And yeah, I mean, again, it's not even against a DB, so it's not a big deal, but just showing you guys some clips because people always ask ask for the clip, so I'm showing you guys right here. Here's another one, shows you, his good catch radius right there. And yeah, that's it. I've made some other videos showing some clips so you guys can see that. But definitely some high praise for Jahan Dotson. And this is, definitely, at least in my eyes, guys, expectations a little bit higher. Like, raise the expectations a little bit, not a ton. Like, I still don't think he's going to be a guy that gets you 1,100, or even 1,000 plus yards in his rookie year, because that is very hard to do as a rookie. Like, Jamar Chase did it, Jalen Waddle barely did it, but like, it's very hard. And maybe in 17 games he'll be able to do it. But I think, his expectations, like, I think he should be in that 700 to 850 range. Like, I think he can do that. And honestly, at this point, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jahan, because obviously he's going to be our number 2 receiver, because like, that's the outside receiver. Terry's number 1 and Jahan Dotson's your number 2 with, Curtis Samuel in the slot. But I think most people, after the draft would say, Curtis Samuel is probably our number 2 pass catching option on this team, because Logan Thomas might be out for a few weeks behind Terry McLaurin. But now I don't think it's unreasonable to say like Jahan Dotson could be that number 2 option behind Terry. Like, it could be Terry and then Jahan and then Curtis and Logan and the rest of the guys. And yeah, I mean, I don't think that's unreasonable to say. That's how good he's been. And we'll see how he is. He has to stack these up. He stacked up the OTA days. Let's see him do it in mini camp and then training camp and then preseason. And then finally, we'll see if he's the real deal in the regular season. But a lot of people said he's one of the most NFL ready receivers in this draft, and that's proven true, at least so far. And let's see, so I want to just see a couple other things. Another, content creator right here said Bleeding Burgundy and Gold said Jahan Dotson is torching the defense out here, quickly becoming Wentz's favorite receiver. And then Tan Todd, shout out to them, great guys and great podcast and YouTube channel, said Carson Wentz just threw a beautiful, perfect completion, 75 yards downfield to Jahan Dotson, who beat the corner and safety. Beautiful play. It was, the ball traveled around 60 to 65 yards, but it was a 75-yard play. So I'm just showing you guys different perspectives. And, John Keim on his podcast also has talked, because this past OTA session was the first OTA session he could attend, and he said Jahan Dotson looked great. So another good endorsement for him. Same thing with Ben Standing. Every single media member has, pointed that out for sure. So here I'll show you guys a clip from Carson Wentz giving his endorsement of Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a quiet kid, young kid, but he's a hard worker. He's smart. He's instinctual. He catches the football as natural as anybody I've been around. Just how naturally he plucks it out of the air. So I got a lot of high expectations for him, and just as a rookie to just continue to keep growing, learning, and understanding the bigger picture of this game. And I think he's doing a really good job of where he's at right now. And like you said, definitely the last couple of weeks kind of started to develop a little chemistry, and hopefully we can keep building on that come next week and then into training camp.
So definitely some high praise from Carson Wentz for Jahan Dotson. I mean, you guys see the quotes and you heard them. He's a hard worker. He's smart. He's instinctual. He catches the football as naturally as anybody I've been around, and that includes guys like Alshon Jeffrey, Michael Pittman, Zach Ertz, and some, Dallas Goedert, other guys that, have produced at a high level in this league. So, I mean, again, very high praise. And, Carson Wentz, he's not going to say anything bad about the guy, but, to throw out praise like that, it shows, how good Jahan Dotson's been so far. And I mean, I've talked about it a ton, but, Terry McLaurin not showing up for OTAs, I believe, is somewhat of a blessing in disguise, because it's allowed Jahan Dotson to be that number 1 quarterback or, receiver to, get those targets from Carson Wentz and to develop that relationship. So, I think Terry's going to be fine. He's developed relationships with guys and where he's met them the first time at the game, or barely the last few days before the game, like Garrett Gilbert, Taylor Heineke. So he will be fine in terms of his relationship and his chemistry and connection with Carson Wentz. But I think him being out has allowed Jahan to get a stronger connection than he would have if Terry was there. So let me know what you guys think about Jahan. I'm very, very excited. Like, I might need to get a jersey, honestly. I might need to get a jersey once those white ones come out. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.